Hey, so I thought I'd make an update video 4.5 years later since I made my first video about SIBO when I was in the heat of dealing with all the digestive issues and trying to find answers, trying to find support. And I realized that a lot of you who probably subscribe to my channel were in the same boat. And I want to know where you guys are at now. And I also want to come here and provide encouragement and support to say that there is light at the end of the tunnel if you are still dealing with it and still trying to figure out your health and overcome the issues and live a normal life. So this video won't be about specifics. I'll make a separate video about things that have helped me and are continuing to help me. But this video I wanted to reconnect with people that I previously connected with and share where I am now. So I wanted to share a list of specific things that I learned and have been learning throughout this journey of healing. And the first one being that healing is not linear. I used to think that once I found a protocol or a supplement to take, then I would be healed and it would be fine. And that never happened. I would take a supplement or do a protocol and then feel okay maybe for a little bit, and then afterwards just be completely back to normal. And it was very frustrating and defeating. But what it taught me is that God's ways are not my ways, and his timing is not my preferred chronological timing. I can do what I want to do with my human will and effort and strength, but he is bigger and greater than that. And if he wanted this sickness to persist, then he allowed it. And it taught me to be humble before my God and that he is good no matter the circumstances. Even though I knew that my creator knows my body and he could snap his fingers and he could say the word and I would be healed, it taught me to trust that there's a reason why he was allowing me to go through this pain and suffering. Ultimately, we go through suffering because it is used for our good and our growth. I want to read a passage from Romans 5 that says, "We rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope." Without suffering, how could we produce character? If life is comfortable, if life is easy, how do we grow? How do we become more mature? So he allows these things to mature us and also to, more importantly, solidify our relationship with him. He desires us, and he desires us to lean into him and to trust him. And we have a choice. I'm talking specifically about Christians too. We have a choice to allow our sufferings to change us, to become sanctified, to become better, or we can allow them to make us bitter and continue just to bring even more darkness upon ourselves in our bitterness. So ultimately, everything can be used for our good and our growth when we put our hope in Jesus, in God. And I wanted to speak specifically in this section to Christians. One thing that this really challenged my beliefs in was I grew up in a charismatic denomination as a Christian, where I was taught that it's always God's will to heal, and you need to command God to heal you and declare that you are healed, which is absolutely false. And being a lover of the Lord and dealing with a chronic illness taught me that, because obviously there's cognitive dissonance, that if that's supposed to be the case, then why am I not healed? What am I doing wrong? But it's not anything that I was doing wrong. The Lord just wanted to grow me, and he uses these sufferings in our physical body to grow us and transform us and draw us closer to him, to teach us more about his character. And so I wanted to share that with you, that if you are dealing with that cognitive dissonance of, if it's always God's will to heal, why am I not being healed yet? Or if you're striving and putting in so much effort to convince God, so to speak, to heal you, that's definitely not his will. It's not his will for you to be stressed about that. It's his will for you to rest in him, to rest and trust that He is in control and He cares and loves you, and it's all for His glory and our good. So all in all, I wanted to keep this short, but just offer some encouragement, and also hear back, most importantly, from you if we had connected at some point, or if you just are stumbling upon this video now and want to share where you are in your journey of healing from SIBO, or maybe you found out it was some different kind of sickness. But like I said, I'll make another video at some point with specific things that did and are helping me. But yeah, I want to leave you with encouragement to not grow weary, and if you are a believer, to trust that God is in control. Trust that He is good even when your circumstances are not. Even when everything else is falling apart, He is the rock, He is the anchor, He is the one that you can trust. He created you, He knitted you in your mother's womb. He knows our bodies, but He allows these things for a reason. So lean into Him, trust that He is good no matter what.